EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Thanks to 24.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ram, 23.
Handoff running left is ETN. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go. Sink right. Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mechie, the man in motion. Here's Stroud. He gets it left side to Johnson.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
3rd and 10
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Let's go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
11, add it.
Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Let the crowd go. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Cut 19.
Stroud to throw it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
$13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lisa 24.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run with ETN. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Take right open.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Hey, Lion.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
18 Cardinal. 19 Lions.
Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
70 Rangers. Let's go.
And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Out to the flat here for Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Get it. Check smash.
Mechie, the man in motion. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Got his man down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Second and 5 from the 8.
Riggs, Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent after a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Right open.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and 3.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
ETN up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a yard. And they'll go again with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go again with Pierce. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here goes Stroud again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Cortland Sutton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get... some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Reload. 11, Agate.
Another tote for Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gano for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Ready?
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
79 Broncos.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
65 catch. Mustang 19.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Rip, 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
13, Luke.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10.
Here we go.
Pitching it out to Etienne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 88 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, right back to ETN. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. On the counter, ETN. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Toss left side for ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Hey, easy. Route.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Hey, go.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Red on red.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Hey,
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here we go, son.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really. Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point? Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jags, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.